Commerce Alive Today presents
Quiznos. The first Quiznos restaurant was opened in Denver, Colorado, in 1981, by founder Jimmy Lambatos and his partner, Todd DeSnay. Lambatos was an experienced chef, having worked as an executive chef for the Colorado Mine Company Steakhouse and founded the Italian restaurant Footers in 1978. The first location was at the corner of 13th and Grant Streets in the Capitol Hill neighborhood of the city. It featured special baguette-style bread, special dressings and unique recipes. Lambatos said of his decision to toast the submarine sandwiches at the first Quiznos that, "It's a signature type of thing. Heating anything brings out the flavors in food products." In addition to submarine sandwiches, the menu included salads, soups, and desserts. In 1983, the restaurant started offering franchises to facilitate expansion. Under the name Quiznos American Incorporated by 1987, 12 Quiznos restaurant locations were operating in the United States. In the same year, Rick Schaden, at the age of 23, and his father, aviation attorney Richard Schaden, opened their first Quiznos franchise in a Boulder, Colorado, shopping center. They opened 3 additional restaurants before purchasing the 18-restaurant chain from the founders in January 1991 and renamed it the Quiznos Franchise Corporation. Rick Schaden became the president, and then CEO, of Quiznos after the purchase. Quiznos was taken public in February 1994, with an initial public offering of 1 million shares of stock at $5 per share, resulting in a $4.4 million yield. By the end of 1995, Quiznos had 103 different locations. The first location outside of the United States opened in Vancouver, Canada in 1996. In 1997, Quiznos became the #3 submarine sandwich franchise in the world, with 278 locations in the US and Puerto Rico. In 1998, Quiznos Canada acquired the master franchise rights to Quiznos restaurants in Canada, as well as the master rights in the United Kingdom in 1999. Glen Vista Enterprises then acquired the rights for several states in Australia. KMN USA LLC acquired the franchise rights for Japan, opening its first location in early 1999. The first European location opened in 2001 in Peterborough in the United Kingdom. Quiznos again went private in June 2001. In 2002, Wendy's acquired the rights to the brand for franchises in Australia, and later in New Zealand, but was unsuccessful in launching the chain in either country. Quiznos opened a handful of Australian locations until in 2007 they were shut down by the Australian Competition and Consumer Commission for providing fraudulent information to their franchisees. The first location in Mexico opened in Monterrey in 2002. The company's first major advertising push was a successful advertising campaign during the 2002 Super Bowl. Early TV spots advertised the innovation of toasting sandwiches, as compared to the inventor of pants. One commercial in 2003 depicted a man played by Jim Parsons who had been raised by wolves by suckling at a mother wolf's teeth. Other promotions include an early 2004 campaign featuring bizarre, rodent-like, singing creatures called sponge monkeys, edited by Joel Veitch, as well as a series of Quiznos commercials in Canada featuring hockey commentator Don Cherry. In 2005, Quiznos launched a campaign featuring Baby Bob. In 2002, the Seattle Times reported that the company initially ignored the plight of a Quiznos employee who took over operations of one Quiznos store after the true owner abandoned it. Months later, the store was closed. In June 2004, the Quiznos at Downtown Crossing, Boston, was at the center of a hepatitis scare. In 2004, Quiznos started using fuzzy-looking creatures called the sponge monkeys designed by Joel Veitch in their advertising commercials. One of them plays a guitar, and the other sings a song called We Love the Subs, in an apparent and shorter spoof of their original song, We Like the Moon. Several commercials with the sponge monkeys were released, including ones about rejoicing coupons. However, after a few months, Quiznos discontinued airing the commercials. They're back as of 2023. In 2005, the company partnered with Ray Wilson to open a new chain of fitness clubs called 123 Fit. At its peak in 2007, there were more than 5,000 Quiznos franchise locations. Until 2005, the Coca-Cola Company was the primary soft drink supplier for the franchise. In 2005, Coca-Cola signed an exclusive agreement to provide soft drinks to the competing Subway franchise. Quiznos signed an exclusive deal with PepsiCo and Dr. Pepper Snapple Group. In 2019, Quiznos switched back to Coca-Cola products, ending its 14-year relationship with Pepsi. In June 2006, Quiznos revealed its new slogan, "Eat Up." Ads nationwide feature a Quiznos sub with steam emanating from it with the tagline, "Toasty." Actor Michael Clark Duncan formerly provided the voiceover for all Quiznos commercials. On September 18, 2006, Quiznos launched the most aggressive advertising campaign aimed at Subway. Dubbed the Prime Rib Cheesesteak Challenge, customers were asked to compare the brand new Prime Rib Cheesesteak against Subway's cheesesteak sandwich. The claim is that the Prime Rib Cheesesteak has twice the meat of Subway's cheesesteak. If the customers are not satisfied, then they can fill out a form, mail the form along with their receipt, and they will receive a coupon for a free sandwich. In subsequent advertisements, Quiznos was shown competing with the fictional Wrong Way restaurant based on competing restaurants. Also in 2006, Quiznos sent letters to 300 franchises saying mystery shoppers would be coming to test their services. The company sued franchise owners Richard Piotrowski and Ellen Blickman for not putting enough meat in a prime rib sandwich. Piotrowski and Blickman countersued and won the lawsuit in 2009. Judge Morris Hoffman called the meat-weighing exercise and subsequent termination letters a charade aimed at bolstering a national ad campaign against rival Subway. On November 27, 2006, Bhupinder Baber, franchise owner of 2 Quiznos locations in Long Beach, California, died by suicide after a legal battle with the company. In his suicide note, Baber said that the way he was treated by Quiznos drove him to suicide. The Toasted Subs Franchisee Association, a group of franchisees, posted Baber's suicide note on its website, and intended to raise money for Baber's family. Quiznos attempted to terminate the TSFA's franchises. The TSFA in turn filed an injunction on December 15, 2006, in the District Court of Colorado. A 2014 article in the Long Beach Post suggested that the factors that contributed to Baber's suicide also led to the parent company's bankruptcy in 2014. In February 2007, Quiznos franchisees filed a lawsuit seeking class action status in Michigan. One lawsuit filed in New Jersey and seeking class action status said that the astounding growth record of Quiznos was merely a mirage. In 2003 and 2004, Quiznos said it sold 234 trade areas in the state of New Jersey to franchisees, collecting the $25,000 franchise fee, but none of these locations ever opened according to the lawsuit. 3 years after handing over her check for the fee, Elisa Whitehall said that she had yet to open a Quiznos in the location she bought and that Quiznos refused to return the fee. One lawsuit cited a memorandum drafted by a Quiznos lawyer in 2003 that stated, 40% of Quiznos units are not breaking even, a fact that prospective franchisees say they were never told. The United States Small Business Administration said 23.4% of Quiznos franchises with SBA loans failed. In contrast, Subway had a 4.8% failure rate. As a single example of an unprofitable franchise, Frederick N. Westerfield was running 3 Quiznos in Wisconsin. After spending $14,000 in personal savings to keep the stores running, he realized he had a debt of $750,000. He closed all his stores in 2005. Customers used to come into the store and say to me, "You must be rolling in the money," recalled Mr. Westerfield. If they only knew. Between 2007 and 2009, 1,000 Quiznos stores in the United States closed. After the closure of around 2,000 restaurants during the Great Recession, a majority stake in the company was purchased by Avenue Capital Group of New York in January 2012. In the purchase, about one-third of the company's $900 million debt was eliminated, and about $150 million in cash was added to the company's balance sheet. Avenue Capital Group brought on turnaround specialist Harsha Viagati as Quiznos executive chairman. They also brought on Stuart Mathis as CEO, the former president of the UPS store, who said that the company would try to counteract shrinking sales by promoting the quality of its food. In 2010, the chain said it planned to expand, opening locations in over 40 countries and territories, including Europe, the Middle East, Southeast Asia and Central and South America by 2012. The first location in India opened in Hyderabad in 2011, followed by the first location in the Philippines opened in 2012. As of July 1, 2010, Quiznos was close to reaching a settlement over the multi-year class action lawsuit that covers nearly 10,000 of its current and former franchisees. The case comprises 4 separate class action lawsuits dating back to 2006 which consolidated in 2009, involved allegations by attorneys for franchisees that Quiznos Franchise Company LLC and other entities with ownership or control of the Quiznos chain had violated U.S. racketeering and corruption statutes. Also at issue was the chain's supply chain and food costs, marketing and advertising funds, and disputes among franchisees that agreed to, but did not open, locations and whether royalties are owed. Quiznos denied all claims made in the lawsuits and the settlement agreement involves no finding or admission of liability. Nonetheless, the cost to Quiznos has been estimated from $100 to $200 million while also forcing it to implement a new business plan which puts more support into its franchisees. In July 2013, the company said it planned to expand into Russia, where it is looking to open about 500 stores. A November 2013 article reported that, following its most recent international successes in Mexico, Russia, and the United Arab Emirates, Quiznos will bring toasted sandwiches to Indonesia with the signature of PT Quiznos as the brand's newest franchisor. The group, led by Tanpo Lian, plans to open 100 units in Indonesia over the next 10 years. Expansion into Singapore, South Korea, the Philippines, and Indonesia is part of Quiznos' continued international development plan to open more than 1,000 international stores in more than 40 countries by 2020. In 2013, Quiznos opened its first 2 locations in Russia during the same weekend in St. Petersburg. In 2014, Quiznos opened locations in Iraq and Pakistan. Quiznos opened its first Taiwan location in Taipei and also its first United Arab Emirates location in Abu Dhabi in September 2014. Quiznos also operated restaurants across Ireland, operated by Supermax. Today all of these have been replaced by Super Subs and the only remaining Quiznos is located in Dublin. On March 14, 2014, Quiznos filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in the United States Bankruptcy Court for the District of Colorado. Quiznos said it would continue operating while it restructured its debt and made operational improvements. Quiznos emerged from bankruptcy on June 30, 2014, having reduced its debt by approximately $400 million. On December 1, 2015, Quiznos opened a concept restaurant called Quiznos Grill, hoping to rebrand its products and increase menu offerings. Initial reviews of this restaurant highlighted the high price once items were added to the sandwich or meal. In late 2016, the Quiznos Grill concept was abandoned and relaunched as Zep's Epic Sandwiches. Some of the Quiznos Grill sandwiches remained on the menu, while vegetarian choices, salads, all-day breakfasts, and loaded tater tots were added. In 2016, the company launched their mobile-based loyalty program. This app was aimed at rewarding Quiznos' most loyal customers and to gather customer feedback to improve product and operations. On June 11, 2018, Quiznos announced that it had been acquired by California-based High Bluff Capital Partners. The chain did not move its headquarters. The company's Rego Restaurant Group announced a new prototype in 2021, the first of which opened in Hobbs, New Mexico. The company's new cube format, prefab drive-through units, fit on smaller parcels, can have better unit economics than traditional brick-and-mortar restaurants, and are cheaper and faster to build. In July 2018, Quiznos exited the Taiwan market. As of March 31, 2022, there were 176 Quiznos restaurants in the United States and around 230-plus countries.
We love these subs! 'Cause they are toasty subs! The Quiznos subs! They are so good we need them robot-eating restaurants is barbaric! We are not the Huns!
Right now, Quiznos' world-famous Italian sub is only $2.99. It's very fantastico.
The Quiznos subs!
Quiznos.
If you have any fond memories, please indicate it at the comments below. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and like.